Good morning, tubers. Madam Roy back once again. Ooh, let's fix this. There we go. Back to you on the 16th of April, 2018. Pretty significant day, mainly because tomorrow is when taxes are due. Luckily, I got mine done early this year, so I'm good there, but I'm sure everybody else is waiting till the last minute. I have in years past, but I learned my lesson this year. Man, we had some really bad weather last night. Windy, rainy. Luckily, we didn't actually get the thunderstorms, but most of Virginia did. And I wanted to let you guys know that we are okay. We did have a lot of wind, but oddly enough, none of the branches have fallen down because not less than a month ago, we had another storm like this, and that's where they all fell down. So we didn't lose power, no damage or anything to the house that I could see. So that's always good. I'm heading out to the thrift store right now. You know, the usual. My buddy Jeff, I finally got a hold of you. Jeff, if you see this, man, I'm so happy I got a hold of you again. I was getting a little worried. I left multiple messages and various voicemails, you know, Facebook messages. I don't know, I guess we just were playing a little bit of phone and message tag for a while, but luckily I got a hold of him. I'm going to be going over there for a little bit today. Oh, yeah, I got something I want to share with you guys. For those of you that watch the new Roseanne series, I was watching the promos that they put out for it. Apparently, Roseanne and Jackie's mother is going to be in it. That's right, Estelle Parsons, the one that played their mother in the original series. Now, I looked this up. She, I believe, is almost 90. She's either 89 or 90 years old. And I looked at the promos, and she looks fantastic for that age. I could not get over it. Now, I was asking myself, I wonder who they're going to bring back. And I said to myself, you know what? I bet they're going to bring back Estelle Parsons, because I was looking her up, and apparently she's still in pretty good health. She's still acting. She's doing I think she was doing some Broadway shows or off-Broadway shows, but stage acting for a while. So that's going to be really cool to see. I love this new show, most of you guys know, and I am so happy that they've renewed it for at least a second season. Now, there's not going to be as many episodes. I think the first season is 8 episodes, and I believe the last I heard, the second one's going to be at least 5. They're kind of testing the waters out right now. They want to make sure that it's going to stick. It's not going to be like a passing fad, which I really don't think it will be, because people like me, my generation, the millennials, and even some of the Gen Xers remember this show very fondly, and it just speaks to us, you know, the middle class, low, not just necessarily lower, but anywhere between the lower middle to upper middle class, you know, the working class. And, you know, there were not a lot of shows on back then that spoke to that demographic of the country. You look at shows like Silver Spoons, Mr. Belvedere, a few other ones I can't think of right now. Who's the Boss? They were very upper middle and almost to the point of being rich. And, you know, that just doesn't speak to the majority of the people. So that is really why I think the Roseanne show is struck a chord back then and is still striking a chord with people today. Absolutely amazing. Well, the sun has went in behind the clouds again. I'm really surprised because they said the rain is pretty much over with. The great news about all this rain, the pollen is gone, at least for now. Like I've said before, around May 12th, May 13th is usually when we see the absolute end of the pollen. But it's nice when we get a lot of rain because it washes what's built up on the ground, on the cars. It washes all that away, so at least it helps a little bit. My allergies have been much better this year. I've actually only started feeling them maybe over the last couple of days, and I think that's not going to last too long. On other news, I am going to be taking a break from my exercises today. Well, the walking part at least. I woke up this morning, Dad and I had to drop off the truck to get the fifth wheel hitch put on. When I got home, we actually went out to breakfast after that, but I did good. I only had my 2 pancakes and 2 little sausages. But when we got home, I did my stomach crunches and my leg lifts, and I'm able to do 10 sit-ups now, guys. It's amazing. I never thought I'd build up to the point where I could do any sit-ups, let alone 10 of them. It can be done. You just got to strengthen your core. If you strengthen your core, sit-ups will become much, much easier. But I'm still a little bit sore. We did exercise yesterday. We walked the mall, and I wound up getting about 16,000 steps. I didn't bother posting it up because I think my pedometer app just kind of went funky the other day. But it can be done. You know, it's something that you really got to focus on. If you put your mind on it and you use a lot of willpower, you can accomplish any of your weight loss goals. Well, I am here at the thrift store. I'm going to go and pause this vlog. Not sure what else we're going to get to today. This may wind up being a multi-day vlog. It just depends on what else we're going to get to. I know I'm going over to my buddy Jeff's house. He may or may not want me to film over there. If he does, awesome. I'll try to get some footage there. And I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Just to show you guys how bad the wind was last night, I'm in front of Rose's, and you can see they've definitely had some casualties. A couple of these apple trees have toppled over, and pretty much every one of these fruit trees is leaning. You can kind of see it right there. So not everybody was as fortunate as we are, but at least it wasn't too bad. There are a couple of these dogwood trees leaning. One of them kind of fell on the ground here, but the wind was really, really fierce last night, and it's actually still pretty bad right now. Gusts, I think, are up to about 25, 30 miles an hour. So if you guys are here in Southern Virginia, pretty much anywhere on the East Coast, stay safe out there. Driving can be very hazardous, especially if you are going over bridges somewhere where the wind can just take you wherever you want. So stay careful out there, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. All right, tubers, back in the van once again. Just left the thrift store and Dollar Tree. Nothing new in the thrift store, but again, for Monday morning, no surprises there. Dollar Tree, on the other hand, had a nice surprise for me, though. They had my little generic Altoid cinnamon mints in again. They have not had these in for over a week. I don't know what the heck was going on. I guess they were out of them in the warehouse, but I was in the other day. She said they may have had some in the back, and I said, well, I'll check tomorrow morning. Sure enough, they were back in, so that's awesome. That's one thing that helps me when I get a craving at night. Instead of going down and making a sandwich or, you know, getting a bag of chips and eating those, just pop a few of those mints and my craving's satisfied. So another thing you guys can try if you're really trying to lose weight, think of alternatives to what you would normally eat. Like at night, there were times I would make myself another sandwich, or I would stand in front of the refrigerator, roll up cold cut ham and chicken or turkey and cheese and eat like 3 or 4 of those. I wouldn't think anything of it. Well, that's an additional 3, 4, maybe even 500 calories depending on how much cheese you eat. And that adds up quick. You really don't realize how much you're eating until you really start thinking about it. And by no means is this an excellent thing to eat. It does have the sugar alcohol, but instead of having that many calories, this is only 3 calories per mint. So at most, maybe I'll have 10 of these at night. So what would that be? 30 calories. I mean, it's so much better. And you really got to retrain your habits. I mean, that is the key. And I know I haven't talked a lot about that in the past, but you know, you always have a routine. Most people who live a normal life, like I do, have a routine. You get up in the morning. A lot of times people will check social media the first time in the morning. I do that myself. Then I get up and I have my breakfast. You know, then I do my exercises. Basically, you got to decide what you want your new routine to be. If you're overeating, then your whole routine has got to change when it comes to food. And it was really hard for me to do at first. You know, there were times, you know, I eat my normal breakfast, and then, you know, I eat that maybe around 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. comes around, I'm hungry again. I'm at that refrigerator looking for lunch. Well, that's when I said, okay, enough is enough. Instead of staying at home, watching TV, just having my mind focused on food, I decided to get out there and just start exercising. And again, it's not easy at first. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's hard. There are days your body is hurting and you really don't want to do it, but you just got to persevere. And I would say, at least in my case, after about the first month, maybe month and a half, it got a lot easier. Now my body just craves that physical activity. If I don't get that physical activity, I actually feel sick in my body. And I can almost guarantee you that's the way you will feel if you persevere and you push through the initial hardships. And there will be hardships. There'll be pain. You know, I know when I first started this, the first few weeks, you know, after I exercised constantly for 3 days, and this was only 3 days a week I started at, my knees were hurting. I mean, I would get up in the morning and, you know, I could actually feel it. I got to the point where I thought I was going to have a knee replacement if I continued doing this. But I said to myself, you know what? I just need to shed some more weight first. And for me, right about that 290, 295 pound mark is when my joint stopped hurting. And mainly that was because I didn't have as much on my joints. When you have all that excess weight, that really takes a toll on every part of your body. But usually the first thing to happen is your joints start hurting. So I'm going to go and end that part of this vlog here. I hope that really clears a lot of this up for you. I know this is stuff that I've said before for the most part, but it bears reiterating because there are people that have probably not heard this or not heard it in a while and need a reminder, because as a society, our attention span is about as long as whatever the last drama was on TV or in the news. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this vlog. I'm almost at my buddy Jeff's house. We got some business to take care of, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, I'm here with Jeff. I told you I'd try to get him on the vlog, and he reluctantly agreed today. Oh. He's working on a few projects. My gosh, my hair is actually getting long again. I can't believe it. I think I'm going to be going for another haircut before we go out of town.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it is. You never realize you and I have about the same color hair. Look at that.
It looks really good.
Almost identical. I know it does. That's the Nordic in us, right?
Yes. We both like to ski as well, and Nordic skiing is
there we go.
Excellent.
He's probably good at it. I'm not. Cross country would be okay, but going down any kind of steep incline,
break a leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, tubers, I'm going to get back to work. I will catch you guys on the flip side.
But before you go, I want to show you what computers dream about. Electric sheep. Check it out. Deep dreaming.
Think about it. Think about it. All right, tubers, I said I was going to take a break from exercise today, and I just told you a bold-faced lie. Mom and I are here. Say hi.
Hello. Talk them into it.
Yeah, it was too nice of a day. I thought it was going to be overcast. What'd you find?
Yeah.
What is
Something
it?
coming off one of the trees.
I have no idea what that is. Any of you guys know what that might be?
Yeah, it's all over the
It's
ground.
weird. I wouldn't touch it.
Not poison.
I know. Oh, the wisteria is beautiful here. If you guys can see it up there, you can see it in the trees. It's such a vine. It's incredible. It's vining up all of these trees on the path. All around here. Pretty much all down the path, too. Not so much here where the shade is. I think it must be a sun-loving plant, because it seems like it kind of goes where the sun is. The sun's over there, and it shines there most of the day. I don't know. You guys can look that up and tell me, is wisteria a sun-loving vine? But man, oh, I hear the birds back there already. We'll see how much I can get in. I already did 5,000 steps, and I've been on the go all day, as usual. But I'm not going to get our exercise in. Go ahead and pause this vlog, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, tubers, Mom and I are just about done with our walk, but we decided to stop on the side here because we think there might be an underground stream that's feeding this little brook on the side of the Suffolk Seaboard Coastline Trail.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard the
or runoff. We're not sure, but you can see it right there. It's coming from something underground.
Yeah.
Really peaceful, too.
Sounds pretty.
Yeah, I could sit here all day.
They should be here banging in the back.
Yeah, right. They're doing construction on the street. Really pretty, though. But, yep, we're almost done with our walk, so we're going to finish up, do some shopping, go home, and I need to get something to eat, so I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. All right, tubers, so I'm back home and just ready to go downstairs, but Baxter was demanding some attention. You're a good boy. Here, come on, sit and say hi. He's a little camera shy, aren't you, buddy? Well, what? What you doing? Go show everybody that pretty kitty face. He was looking at my coffee real quick. Baxter. Hey, Baxt. What you doing, bud? Yeah, and he's off. He does not stay for very long. Mom's right there. I'm going to say hi.
Hello.
And Milo is right up there on the little footstool. So, yeah, we got a full house right now. That is it for the vlog today. We got to go pick up the truck. I hope you guys are really enjoying these. Please continue to like and subscribe. I have a couple of mints in my mouth, so apologize for that. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.